How to create web page titles for SEO. Hello and welcome back again. In this video session I'm going to show you how to create the perfect web page titles for Google ranking purposes. I've got Dreamweaver open here, and let's say on my home page I want to target keywords precisely as in online marketing and also online marketing for small business. Okay, so I want to stamp these out of these here. Now, most of the information that you will come across as far as creating your titles for SEO purposes will tell you to keep repeating your keywords within the title of a document. So therefore I encourage you not to do that, meaning most people tell you to follow these options, as in include that keyword and perhaps include the synonyms, but still repeat the keyword. Okay, that's not how you create your titles, because right now we know the importance of keywords in the URL, as we've seen in previous video sessions. Okay, so your titles must include the keywords that you're targeting. Okay, what I tend to do is I use Microsoft Word. Okay, if you don't have Microsoft Word, that means you need to perhaps spend a bit more time for creating your page titles. Okay, now Microsoft Word has this review option, because within it, once I start, I know that I'm targeting these keywords, right? Or these keywords, or these keywords, right? So I start writing few different ones, and I always divide my titles into two portions. These are for short keywords. That means keywords that are 1, 2, 3, perhaps 4 words long. Because in 2014, Google's results page dynamically resizes the text and so on. So therefore, if you stay maximum 50 character space, then Google's going to show that in that results page when you rank your keywords. So therefore, keep your titles 50 characters max. That's kind of good enough. Now these are for short keywords. Surely if you're pumping out a lot of blog posts targeting long-tailed keywords, then you will be limited as far as including that call to action, as in dividing your title into two portions, as in this example. So for short keywords, that allows you to communicate the keywords within 50 character space. Okay, and also if you can include that call to action, that's much smarter. If you're targeting long-tailed keywords, then you have to cut your losses in a sense, just include the keywords that you're targeting, which will be then long-tailed keywords, right? So now the reason I use Microsoft Word is because quickly I can see how many characters I've used. Okay, as you can see, I've created another one just to give you samples. Okay, so I'm staying within 50 characters, then I know that Google's going to show this. Now, as you can see, you can, by practice, create really enticing titles, because titles allow you to get that click-through rate, as well as including your keywords for Google rankings. But you should never think of titles as in just repeating keywords. Instead, know that when people, as in your ideal customer, search Google is going to show many different results, including yours, in that first page, right? So your ideal customer will quickly scan that page. So therefore, if you create your titles intelligently along these lines, then the second portion of your title, it should communicate call to action, offer some sort of a value, be different. Okay, because everyone else is just repeating the keywords instead of doing it along these lines. But when you follow this option, then what will happen is you will definitely logically increase your click-through rates, which then obviously is important for Google rankings anyway, right? So This is how you create your titles. If you got Word, use it. If not, some other text editor, knowing that the characters are important, as in stay within 50 characters. Short keywords divided into two portions. You can use hyphens, or you can use the pipe symbol. It's above your enter key on your keyboard. Okay, you can use that, no problems. Okay, if you're using content management systems, they allow you to do all that stuff anyway, right? So that is how we create our titles. Not like this, but I like this. I think this jumps out better, and I also know that I'm covering the keywords anyway, right? So then, instead of doing this, I think this is a much better title, because it addresses the SEO factors as well as jumping at my visitor when they search Google. Okay, so another one is this. Let's leave it at that. Another one, I think this is good enough in these examples, right? So let's save them all. Now, at this stage, you should now understand how to create your titles for SEO. Okay, but since you came to my YouTube channel watching my videos, why not I give you another insight, which when you learn it, perhaps in 5-10 minutes, you'll really see how your titles actually look when Google will show your titles. So let's now do that. Now I've got internet browser open. I'm using Firefox. Okay, and I've installed the web developer toolbar, right? As you can see, I've got the web developer toolbar happening here. Now let me press on, let's say, inspector. Let's press on that. As you can see, it's gonna bring this console for me. Now what I can do, I've searched Google with the keywords of interest to me, and it's gone ahead and brought the result sets for me, right? So now with that inspector, web developer toolbar, I can grab this arrow key, and then let's say go on to the second one, and let me hover around it, and let's say, okay, that's H3, heading 3. Let me press on that. Now that's selected now, right? Now what I can do, I can see where that H3 element is. I can right click on it and say edit as HTML. Now when I do, this console is going to, let me resize that. This console will allow me to edit the contents within it. As you can see, that's what's Google showing currently, right? So let me instead delete that, whatever is within that H3 element. Instead, let me go and grab my own title and copy it and Control V and paste it in there. Okay, now if I was to then click out of it, as you can see, now my title is there, but as you can see, it's black color, right? So let me grab the inspector, as in grab that arrow, and let me go into that and see on the right hand side what color is that hyperlink. Okay, let me go to A element, because that's where the color is happening. As you can see, that's the color. Let me copy that. Let me go back into my own title, and let me then go inside that and edit HTML. Let me then put a style equals quote, and then just say color, and then let me put a hash, and then paste that color code. Okay, just one hash tag, and let me semicolon it to come out of it. Now let me press outside, and as you can see, look what happened now. I can now close this inspector. Now I can actually see exactly how my title will look when someone searches this. And as you can see, if you look very carefully, just imagine your ideal customer searching your keywords, and your website is showing in that first page. But if you look carefully, if you construct your titles intelligently, it actually stands out from the rest. Okay, surely it will be bolded as well, like others, so you can play around with it and get all that happening. But you know, using this method with Firefox Web Developer Toolbar, you can quickly and easily modify the title and include yours, and get a better idea as to, get that feeling as to how it's going to look for your potential customer. Okay, when they visit, they search Google, they see, and now you actually have a better idea as to how it's going to look for your ideal customer. Okay, so that's one trick that I'd like to share with you, and I just have. Now you can do the same thing with all your other keywords and title creations and so on. And in the next video session, we'll come and include meta description. I'm going to show you how to do that. But remember, you can actually find the element that's firing the meta description and include yours. So therefore, include your title, include your URL and maybe landing page, and also with this tweak, you can actually include all your details to see exactly how it's going to look when people search Google. Thank you very much for learning with me. I'll talk to you in the next video session.